everyone, welcome back. So this is weird doing this. It's kind of like a first video because I haven't filmed in so long. But today I'm going to be showing you my everyday makeup. Throughout this video I'm also going to be doing a Q&A. I asked everyone last night to ask me lots of questions, so lots of you did. I've also got a few on the internet because there's some really funny ones as well that I want to answer. So yes, without further ado, let's get going. So I've moisturised with the L'Oreal Hydra Genius Aloe Water, which makes my skin nice and glowy. It's really, really light in consistency, so it just moisturises everything that I need, and just, yeah, it gives a really nice glowy finish. For primer, I'll be using the Fenty Beauty Primer by Rihanna. A few pumps of that. That's going all over. Right, let's get some questions on the go. So one of the first ones is really, really funny. So do you know a hoarder? I do. Luke, my boyfriend, his dad is the biggest hoarder you've ever seen in your life. He has garages and garages and garages filled up with stuff, from tools to machinery, just random stuff that he probably hasn't used for years, but he just buys things and then thinks, oh, I might use that, and then like doesn't. So he is a hoarder. This is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation. I literally love this foundation. This is in the shade 7 Cream. Just gonna pop this all over the face. What is your favourite candle scent? Now I've got one in the background at the minute, and that is wood, like, I don't know, just fresh and like wood. I don't know, but that is my favourite candle scent because it just smells so fresh. I don't know how to explain it. It's really difficult to explain scents. Like, you just want to be able to like shoot the scent through the camera so that everyone can smell what I mean. It's difficult. But yeah, wood. I bet everyone else who's answered that question is like rose, vanilla, cupcake. I'm like wood. Just wood. Do you prefer Titanic or The Notebook? 150,000% the Titanic. It's like my favourite film ever. I could rewatch it a million trillion times and just not get bored. I literally love it. It's my favourite. Oh my god, this is a funny one. Okay, what would you name your daughter if you had one? So I would name my daughter Olive because I literally love the name Olive for a girl. Everyone who I've ever told that to just laughs and says that's ridiculous, but I am obsessed with the name Olive and I just love it. But yeah, everyone else hates it, so yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I'm just going to have to get a pet, I think, or something and call that Olive instead. Okay, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer to conceal. What's the worst grade you got on a test? Oh god, there's a few. I feel like it's a U or something. Anyway, moving on. So I'm going to go in with the Chanel Soleil de Tan, and I literally just pounce this all over the areas that I need it, and then afterwards go back and blend it out. And then just the excess down the sides of my nose. Because sometimes when you put this around the perimeter of your face, the centre of your face looks like very, very white, like in the contrast. So you have to sort of like even it out. Right, so let's get another question on the go. If you have a nickname, what is it? So my whole family calls me Splodge. I have no idea why. I literally have no idea where it came from, but that's how it's always been. Splodge, and then like my friends call me Kate. So I'm going to powder next, and at the minute I'm literally loving this Revolution powder. So it's the Revolution Luxury Banana Powder. I find it better than the Ben Nye because it's a lot smoother in consistency. The Ben Nye is a tiny little bit more gritty. I'd go in and just set my under eyes first, just because my under eyes are the first to like crease and like my eyelids to get oily and things like that. So I like to do that first and just make sure that's like fully set. I like to go in between my brows as well because that bit gets very oily throughout the day. And I just get a big brush because there's a massive mess here and just brush that powder away. So I'm going to go in and set my whole face now with the same powder, but just with my big brush. I'm going to dust that all over. Again, I'm tapping, I'm not dragging, because obviously we don't want to disrupt anything that we've just placed down. Okay, so I got a question asking, what made you pluck up the courage to start a YouTube channel, and how did you find it with the girls in your area? It was nerve-wracking, like I'm not going to lie, it's still nerve-wracking, because you're really putting yourself out there and you're worried. Every time you film, you're worried what people are going to think of you and of the video, and just all these things go through your head. So it is still very nerve-wracking for me every single time I film. In terms of how did I find it with the girls in my area, I did make sure that I started it after I left secondary school, because, I don't know, it's just easier. Like, you know then that you're not going to get any sort of like ag from anyone, do you know what I mean? Like, I went to college and studied makeup, so like that was perfect, it fit, because loads of people were doing the same thing. So it is nerve-wracking starting one, because you don't know how people are going to like react, because it's just a strange thing putting yourself out there when everyone else doesn't. Like, if everyone else did that, then obviously it would be just a normal thing. Looking back now, I think I should have just started it when I wanted to, like, and not worried about anyone else. But I feel like if you want to start it, you should just do it. Like, no one cares. And plus, social media is such a massive thing now that at the time when I was, it was only starting to come about. So it was more of a thing then. It was more like nerve-wracking. But now I feel like everyone's an influencer, like on Instagram, everyone's doing their thing, like blogging, or they're doing makeup and like all this stuff. I think it's perfect. I think if you want to do it, like, now is definitely the time. So yeah, that's it really on that one. Right, what job do you think you would be doing if you weren't a makeup artist? I literally have no clue, like zero. I have no idea. I feel like it would be something creative, because I am more so creative than academic or anything like that. I'd say retail probably, if anything. If it can't be to do with makeup at all, it would probably be retail, like clothing in a shop somewhere. I'll go with that. Okay, so I'm going to bronze. I'm going to be using this massive Kiko bronzer. Again, I will list all products, as I always do, in the bottom bar. So obviously it's taken me longer to do my makeup, my everyday makeup on camera, than it would do in real life. So I hardly ever fake tan. So I like to drag this down my neck as well, just to make sure it's all blended. Like, if I'm wearing a top like this, I'll only obviously go up to here. I like to do behind my neck as well if my hair's up. We want it all to match. So let's read another question. Okay, do you know triplets? Yes, I went to school with triplets, Izzy, Josh and Will. Hi, if you're watching, but I don't know, like, what's the name for 4 of them? Let's look it up. I don't know that. I know twins and triplets, but I don't know. Is it quads? I don't know. Let's have a look. Oh, quadruplets. That's cute. Yes, I don't know quadruplets, but I do know twins and triplets. Where do you buy your jeans? Okay, so I always buy my jeans from Topshop. I will always only get Lee jeans, Joni or Jamie. But recently I've bought some Hera jeans which fit amazingly. If you haven't heard of Hera, look them up online on Instagram. They are amazing. They literally fit so well, it's a joke. Yeah, so far so good. They've washed well and the colour hasn't faded on the black ones yet. So, but to be fair, I've only washed them I think 2 times or 3 times. So yeah, that's good. I'm going to be using the Morphe 9B palette for my blush. I'm going to mix this one and that one together. So I'm going to be highlighting, but first I will be having a spray of the HangoverX 3-in-1 replenishing primer and setting spray. And whilst we're letting it sink in, I'm just going to eat a bit of my Velveeta because it's early and I haven't eaten yet. Okay, so that's all sunken in. So I'm going to be using two highlighters, one of which is the Dior Nude Skin Nude Air highlighter, which is like more of a pinky whitish shade. This one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood highlighter. It looks a bit different to what it usually should because I smashed it, so I had to pack it all down and start again, basically, so it hasn't got that lovely brick sort of pattern in there, which is annoying, but yeah, at least I still have a highlighter that works. I'm going to go in with the So Hollywood first, as I said, and I'm just popping that on my cheekbone. And then, of course, on the very tip of my nose. I'm then going to take a smaller brush, just taking the So Hollywood again, and I'm going to take this on the inner corner of my eye. And then I'm going to go in, obviously, with my Dior Skin and add this with the small brush to the highest points of my face. Okay, so next is eyebrows. Really on the everyday, I just literally put a tinted brow gel through my brows. And that's it for brows, really. And so then we're on to lashes. Now, I usually have 3D Russian lashes on, which are individual semi-permanent eyelashes, but I recently took them off, so I can't always just go with mascara because my lashes are a bit sort of damaged at the minute and a bit limp, so obviously sticking a lash on doesn't help them grow, but I will be doing that today. So these lashes are the Allurame Beauty lashes. I do have a discount code that I will link in the bottom bar for you. The style that I'm going to be using today are Paris. So I'll tell you which glue I have been using, which I'm really getting on with. And that is the Tatti Lashes glue. I used the glue once and I was like, say no more. It's unreal. It's like super glue. Like, it's so good. But it comes in this little pot like that. That's going to be awful. No, it's just not. This glue dries so quickly. I can't even tell you. Like, it's so good. So I'm going to apply the glue to the lash. I'm just going to add mascara to this one because that one's done. That one's just drying. I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous mascara. Okay, so the next question on the list is, what female celebrity do you wish was your sister? If I'm honest with you, I feel like I just want to be in the Kardashian family. Like, I think being in that family would be like the funniest thing. Out of all of them, I think Kylie would be the funniest. And then Chloe, because she's like a mum. Yeah, I feel like either Kylie or Chloe to be my sister. Right, so for lips, I'm going to be using the MAC Boldly Bare, and I'm just going to be using that all over my lips, obviously. I'm then using the Mist lipstick by MAC, just in the sort of centre of my lips. And to finish off, I'm going to be using a gloss. And the gloss I'll be using is the MAC Please Me gloss. So that is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I'm really sorry for the absence, but yeah, I'm back and I will be going for it this time. So yeah, again, I really hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!